Many of these DeKalb school buses will stay parked today, while drivers are threatening a sick out.
Comparing costs at the pump. We're digging into why prices are more expensive at one station than another nearby.
Hope you had a chance to enjoy those 80s. We had a cold front moving through the area last night, cooling those temperatures back down to the 60s for today.
Live from the 11 Alive studio, Morning Rush starts now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Guess what? We got a question for you this morning before you start your day. Would you be willing to add 11 minutes to your commute if it meant that we could land Amazon headquarters right here? Would you do it? Would you do it?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Really?
I'm going to hurt my neck shaking.
11 minutes.
I'm going to hurt my neck shaking no.
Thank you, Sheila.
Check this out right here. There's a live look right there. That's I-85 out of Gwinnett County. Not bad right now, but add another 11 minutes at the peak of the rush hour. That's almost an hour lost per week.
Most of you right now are saying no, agreeing with this side of the aisle. We're asking you this question in an interactive poll, which is up right now. Just go to 11alive.com/vote. You say yes too, right?
I'm over here with my Wakanda.
They never see traffic.
What?
It is traffic.
Yeah, thank you.
I am traffic.
I am traffic. You know what? It's National High Five Day. Come on.
Well, Chesley is weather, and he's kicking off our rush block.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Christ doesn't see any traffic a little bit once that front moves through. Some cold air advection will take place. So I'm going to say we're starting off in the mid-50s. Those winds will begin to pick up this afternoon. Looking at northwest winds, about 18 miles per hour. Gusts could be a little bit higher than that. Near 60 for your temperature by noon. We'll get up to 65 for an afternoon high. Now time for the man who reports on all the traffic. Here's Crash Clark.
Okay, I may not see a whole lot of traffic, but I'm trying to, I'm talking from my peeps out here. I don't want y'all to sit in anything more than you have to. Look, it's already started on 316, getting a wee bit crowded out of Lawrenceville. Not too bad yet on 85. In fact, it's a pretty good ride. Now is the time to get out there and do that drive all the way down past Spaghetti Junction and into Midtown. You're going to be in pretty good shape. But again, that 6 o'clock hour will bring some changes. There are the big three holding steady in the mid-60s, but there you go, folks. Live look at 6:03 showing plenty of volume on 85 at Steve Reynolds. Let's not add any more time to that ride. Shiva.
You got to think long picture, long road. Jennifer Leslie is in DeKalb County, where parents could have a dilemma on their hands this morning. Jen, there could be a bus driver sick out today, but I know you've seen some buses rolling.
It's really hard to know the numbers at this early hour, Shiva. You can see many buses parked behind me, but we have also seen other buses rolling, and they continue heading out on the roads this morning. School officials, though, taking this very seriously, sending out emails and a robocall to parents warning that their school bus could be late this morning or not show at all. Hundreds of drivers met with DeKalb superintendent earlier this week to call for better pay and benefits, and they got a promise that he is listening, but they are very critical of their supervisors and want school leaders to clean house. The sick out is supposed to start today, a day when many students are scheduled to take the Georgia Milestones test, but school leaders have said if any students miss the test because their school bus is late or doesn't show up, those students will be able to take the test another time. They will not be punished.
All passengers are okay after an engine fire forced a Delta plane from Atlanta to London to turn around. This video right here, posted on social media, shows fire trucks spraying down the Airbus 8333 on the runway at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. This was yesterday evening. That's one of the top stories we're following on this Thursday morning. Armed and on the run, law enforcement agencies from around the metro are pouring into Morgan County to search for a man accused of killing his estranged wife. Authorities say Jerome Mobley shot and killed her at their Walton County home yesterday, possibly in front of their 2 young children.
Knowing that the ex-husband was harassing her and getting the restraining order and just everything she was doing just couldn't keep him away.
Neighbors say Mobley repeatedly abused his wife. The couple in the process of getting a divorce. If you see him, call 911.
We know they're guilty because of what they've said and what they've done that points in that direction.
Prosecutors painting a wife and her secret lover as cold-hearted killers. Tia Young and Tim Lee in Gwinnett County Court yesterday. They're accused of killing Tia's husband and beloved security guard George Young on his front porch in Buford last November. Prosecutors revealing a long list of circumstantial evidence, including Tia allegedly inquiring about the $1 million life insurance policy on her husband weeks before his murder. The defense has has tried to get the charges dropped, pointing to no physical evidence. The murder weapon still has not been found.
The mother of his child, that's her family that lives on the property.
A huge fire in Clayton County, 24 horses killed, intentionally set in retaliation over some sort of domestic incident. Clayton County's fire chief says Jonathan Espinoza Vasquez set the stable on fire 2 weeks ago. Apparently, he and the mother of his children got into a dispute. She lives on the Jonesboro property. Vasquez is facing 1 count of arson and aggravated cruelty to animals. And that is your Rush Block. Now back to our traffic talker as we take a live look out at 85 in Gwinnett County. Would you deal with more traffic for Amazon headquarters too, to have it move here to Atlanta? Let's get to Liza Lucas at the 11 Alive Bridge. What are people saying, Liza?
Well, this is all according to a poll from the Atlanta Business Chronicle, and it says that a lot of you in Atlanta are willing to make the sacrifice when it comes to landing that H2Q deal, and you're willing to add more than 11 minutes to your daily commute time. And you know what? When we talk about finalists, and Atlanta wasn't the only city willing to add time to their trek. Big cities like Boston, LA, and New York said that they'd be willing to add up to 15 minutes to land Amazon, while Austin and Denver not very interested in spending more time on the road. Now, we do have that poll up. Check it out at 11alive.com/vote. Weigh in right now as we kind of go through some topics, because traffic and Amazon have been a big talker online for some time now. This one saying, I pray Amazon doesn't come to Atlanta. Y'all think traffic is bad now? And I think a lot of people do agree with that. Another one saying, I keep thinking that as interesting as it would be to end up in Atlanta, the extra traffic would be a massive problem. Atlanta is already about to choke on its existing traffic. Let us know how you feel. Do you agree with the poll results or not? Use that hashtag Morning Rush ATL and go to that interactive poll. We've got it up live for you, guys.
We are choking on that traffic. 72% of you so far saying no. I put this question to my Facebook friends last night, and Anthony says, like, 11 minutes is really going to change something.
You'd be surprised if you're already in an hour's worth of traffic. You'd really want to get out of that car. But think of some of the locations now. We're talking about the west side, but they don't say where, the west side perimeter. Fort McPherson, which is just west of the connector in Sylvan Hills. Not bad there, but also the GM plant in Doraville. That's a huge no-no. It's already so crowded across the top end and in Doraville. So I think the where is going to be one of the big questions.
And we say 11 minutes, but this is going to be much more than 11 minutes because you have Amazon, 50,000 new employees, right?
Yeah.
That will then bring in more tech companies here. Those more tech companies are going to bring in more employees, and 11 minutes is going to be 11 hours. Watch it.
So you're talking about more money, and you're talking about tech companies who can create better traffic patterns for us. Amazon is very innovative. They can come up with like helicopters and stuff that'll fly their people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will alleviate the traffic because they'll be sick of it too.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, bring Amazon
and how many
here.
years is that going to take? How many years is that going to take?
Right now, Atlanta's like top 10, top 8th city in the country. I think we need to think big picture here.
Yes.
What this means for our standing nationally. This is huge if we get this.
No,
11 more minutes, potentially?
I agree 100%, but again, where? Put it in the right place. It's got to be in the right place. Look what they're doing down at Pinewood Studios. All that land, all that area. Tyler Perry just keeps building warehouse after warehouse. There's plenty of room here. Just think smart.
Well, we know the city of Atlanta is part of the top 20 of Amazon's potential sites. All right? So we'll stay tuned. We're going to cheer. We're going to cheer them on. Yes, the one thing we need to know weather-wise, Chesley.
10 on the ozometer today. 65 degrees will be your afternoon high, so noticeably cooler than it was just yesterday. But we'll warm it up as we head into the weekend.
All right, we'll give you one more look. We've been showing you this camera shot for a little while here, showing some of that traffic, and it's tolerable now on 85 at Gwinnett County. We'll start seeing some changes, but the good news, knock on fake wood, there are no wrecks or stalls. Francesca,
that's plexiglass.
Over to you.
Well, you just knocked on plexiglass.
Yeah, well, yeah, the saying is knock on wood, though.
Next time, use my head.
All right, let's talk about what's going on in other news where we hip you to some stories that you may not know about. Now, football fans, listen up. We already know who the Falcons will be playing in 2018. But now we're literally hours away from finding out when they will play those games. The NFL schedule will be released at 8 p.m. tonight. The 2018 season begins Thursday, September 6th. Rumor has it the Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, Chesley's folks, will host the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday in week 1 for the season opener in a rematch of the NFC Championship game. We'll find out if that rumor is true tonight at 8 p.m. Sound like a sports announcer, right? And today I have yet another story about America being well, America. It's just been announced that Target customers can purchase items without ever having to leave their car. America, folks. No more fighting Miss Magoo for that red buggy. So here's how it works. Orders are placed through the Target mobile app with pickup ready within 2 hours outside the store. The service began in Minneapolis last fall, just expanded to stores in Florida and Texas, and could be making their way to Atlanta by the end of the year. So will you be using the service? Let me know. Tweet me, folks. Okay, so every year, People magazine comes out with their most beautiful issue, a tradition that celebrates Hollywood's most beautiful stars since 1990. But this year, the issue is getting a name change. It's being called the Beautiful Issue. And guess who won? That's right, there she is, Grammy superstar and mom to two, Pink, who actually laughed and said she felt more beautiful when she heard she'd won. The reason for the name change? Well, the editor-in-chief of People magazine says this isn't a beauty contest, and the honor is intended to celebrate strength, humanity, and artistry, which are the most beautiful qualities of all. Craig?
Congratulations, Pink. Thank you, Francesca. Yeah, don't forget, Pink will be in concert at Phillips Saturday night. All right, ahead on Morning Rush. You ever wonder why gasoline is $2.45 on one corner, but $2.75 just a few hundred yards away? We'll explore the why.
Opting in or opting out of the milestones, why one mom was told to keep her son home for 12 days. And a Georgia senator picking up a new fight in the deadly opioid epidemic. We'll tell you what he's trying to do. And was he saved? A look at how a Georgia singer fared on The Voice.